Okay guys, this is Ray Chen. So today I want to share with you guys, it's called 10 Cold Call Secrets. Again, before I begin, like this video, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon, and make any comment if you have any questions or if you have anything to say. So first of all, I think I'm very qualified to talk about this topic because in my real estate business, I cold call all the time, and I'm pretty good at it. So usually, whenever I get on the phone, I'm usually able to get an appointment booked at least 9 out of 10 times every time when I get on the phone. Okay, so after all the experience with cold call, I want to make sure to share with you guys. That way, anyone of you that wants to try to do cold call, you can learn something that's gonna help you. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you do it correctly, it will change your life. Once you get a control and get a command and know and learn how to cold call, then you'll be able to 100% control your destiny. You would be able to determine how much money you want to make. Okay, so that's why it's important. So number one, whenever you're trying to do a cold call, your goal is to get to yes, to get the appointment. That is the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. Okay, your only goal is to get the appointment. Okay, get to yes. That's the only thing that matters with cold call. Nothing else matters. Okay, number one. Number two, promise to yourself before every session that you do not get off the phone unless you get the appointment booked. It's very important, okay? Because let's say if you do not promise yourself to not get off the phone unless you book the appointment, then during the process, very soon you will be discouraged because nobody's gonna pick up the phone, or if somebody pick up the phone, they're gonna yell at you, they're gonna scream at you. You'll be disappointed because you do not see the outcome. You do not see the appointment at the end of the tunnel. Okay, you have to be able to see that there is an appointment waiting for you. And if you promise yourself that you do not get off the phone unless you book the appointment, then you will be able to see that appointment. Okay, that is why you have to promise to yourself to not get off the phone unless you have an appointment booked for each cold call session. Okay, so again, I'm talking about all this with my personal experience. Okay, it's not just theoretical. It's not some study. It's everything I talk to you about. I have been through it. I have done it. Okay, so it's real life experience. Okay, number three, you want to make sure that before you start to cold call, that everything is perfect. Your environment, your space, your equipment, your phone, you have the phone charger, you have the battery, your computer, everything is perfect. Okay, so for me, I usually cold call stand up. Okay, I do my table is a adjustable height table. I can click on the button and it's able to raise and lower the height. And under my table, I have a treadmill. So sometimes I walk on the call, sometimes I just stand up on the call and never sit down and talk. Just like when I'm recording this video now, I'm not sitting down, I'm standing up. Okay, so and sometimes I even call when I'm outside walking. So you want to make sure whatever works for you, that the environment, the equipment that you use to cold call everything needs to be in perfect condition. And when I do cold call for expired listing for real estate, I use dialer. So there's many dialers out there. There's I forgot the names, but you can do a search. Just call for just search on Google for dialers, robo dialers. There's I think Vulcan 7. There's Red X. There's a whole bunch. Okay, so So recently I've been using the Redx, the 3-number dialers. So because I have 3 numbers, so I was able to keep dialing. So yeah, it's very efficient. Okay, so make sure everything is set up correctly. Okay. Number 4, get started right away. Do not overthink. Okay. There was a time when I was not quite experienced in cold calling. I would be sitting there agonizing over whether I should do the call or not. Don't do it. If you decide to do it, just start the call. Do not overthink it. Okay. Number 5, the flow and the speed is the key. Okay, that's why I use a dialer. And my dialer, I had 3 numbers, so I was able to call 700 numbers in 3 hours. You just keep dialing, keep dialing, keep dialing. Do not stop, because you want the flow. Okay, you want the flow because the flow is because it's a numbers game, right? Remember, what's most important is to get to the yes, right? So everything in between doesn't matter. You're just trying to get to the yes. So that's why it's very important. You have the flow, you have the speed. Just keep dialing until you get to talk to somebody. If they want to sell, book the appointment. If they don't, hang up right away and keep dialing again. So the speed is very important. The flow is very important. Do not pause in between. You have to focus. Okay. Do not pause. Do not go do something else. Do not play on the phone. Do not do any of those. Just make sure your call flows all the way to the end until you get the appointment. Okay. That flow, the momentum is very important. Okay. Number 6, do not take insult personally, because when you make the call, some people that they don't want to sell, they're gonna feel annoyed because they don't have intention to sell. But there are people that do want to sell, right? For example, there are some people, they're back on their bank payment. The bank is going to take their home, and when you call, you're probably their savior, right? They would love to talk to you. But that's the person you try to get to, somebody that wants to talk to you, right? And in between, you're gonna get people that does not want to talk to you and that feel annoyed, right? So some people, they say, "Oh, how dare you call me, 7 o'clock in the Saturday night?" Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they say, okay? Because it's just because they don't want to sell the home. But you would probably 1 hour later or half an hour later, you're gonna get to somebody. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so thankful that you called today," and it's 8 o'clock at Saturday night, right? So it doesn't matter what they say to you. Your goal is to get to the person that says yes. Okay. So do not take the insult personally. You're just trying to get to the yes. And if you do get the insult, somebody scream at you, somebody curse at you, just imagine yourself stepping aside. Okay. So it's like Bruce Lee, right? When Bruce Lee, when he's fighting somebody, when somebody wants to attack him, he just step aside, right? So you want to make sure that you don't absorb that bad energy, right? You want to just step aside and let that bad energy pass you, right? You don't want to be the recipient of that bad energy. So a lot of people, they're scared of cold call is because they are worried about that insult. They are worried about people screaming at them. They're scared about people yelling at them. Just get over it, okay? Do not take it personally, okay? It's that easy. Number 7, do not waste time on anyone that you cannot book the appointment, okay? Your goal to get on to do the cold call is not to get a girlfriend, it's not to get a boyfriend, none of that, right? Your goal is to book the damn appointment, okay? So if you get to talk to somebody, they just want to chat with you, they don't have a home to sell, they don't have the appointment you want. Do not waste time with that person. Hang up right away and move on to the next number. Okay. Let me flip to my next page. I need to design my system a little bit better, but for now, we just gotta work with what we have, right? Okay, number 8. When someone pick up, this is what you need to say. Just get to the point. Okay, it's not rocket science. It's not complicated. This whole business about cold call is very easy. People are scared of it because people are overthinking about everything. What should I say? Or what if they scream at me? Don't worry about any of those. You're just calling people and ask them if they want to sell their home, or if they have if they wanted the service. That's all you're doing. You're just asking them, right? If they say yes, you book the appointment. If they say no, then you hang up and go to the next person, right? So here's what you say, okay? So as soon as they pick up the phone, you say, are you selling a home? That's all you gotta say. Do you have a home to sell? Are you selling a home? Whichever way you want to say it, just ask them if they have a home to sell, right? And if they say yes, then you say, okay, great. I have 100 buyers that's looking to purchase a home in your area, right? I mean, who doesn't have a buyer? Everybody have a buyer, right? It's not a lie, because if you were in the business, you're gonna have a buyer that's looking to buy, right? And then if after that you say, when can I take a look at your home? Today or tomorrow? And they may say, just email me, whatever. Then you say, I need to see the home first because you need to give them a reason for you to go there, right? If you have no reason to go there, then why do they need why do they need you to be there, right? Because your goal is to book the appointment. If your goal is to book the appointment, then you need a reason to be there, right? And then you say, I need to see the home first. And then you say morning or afternoon. And then you say 1 or 2 p.m. And you say, once they say yes, then you say, feel free to check the link before we meet. So make sure you want to pre-sale, right? Before you go to the appointment, you want to send something to the homeowner with either client endorsement or your past success or the great jobs that you have done. You want to make sure you send that before you go meet with them. That way, it's not just you saying you are the shit, right? It's your past customers, past clients that endorse you, right? So then here we go. You booked the appointment. I'm telling you, it's very satisfying to go through all the hard work, all the calls, and you're finally able to book the appointment. Every time when I get on the call, initially I feel a little bit dreaded because it's not easy work. But the minute I got the appointment, I cannot describe to you how excited I am. It's the feeling. It's like I won a gold medal. So it's actually very fulfilling work. Okay, so once you book the appointment, stop as soon as you book the appointment. Okay, the minute you got the appointment, stop. I mean, if you're in the zone and if you want to get one more appointment, that's okay. Sometimes I did that. Sometimes I actually was able to book 2 appointments, 3 appointments in each setting. But I mean, for the beginners, the minute you book the appointment, just stop right away. Okay, so once you stop, you go enjoy yourself. So even before you start the cold call, set up a preset, a bait, a treat for yourself. For example, you can have a nice dinner or dessert or watch TV or go for a hike, whatever. Put that treat in the end of the call. That way you have not only after the call, you will be able to get an appointment, and also after you get the appointment, you will have something to treat yourself. So that it gives you the motivation to go through the call to get the appointment, right? So here it is. I pretty much break down the whole process of the cold call. If you just do what I tell you today about cold call, you will be able to cold call for sure, and you will be able to book the appointment. But I know even after I share all the details about cold call, 90% of the people still won't do it. Okay? Because let's face it, it's not easy work, right? It's hard work. But at the same time, if you're willing to put in the work, it is very fulfilling. You will have the freedom. You will be able to make the income you want to make. You will be able to enjoy the success that you deserve, right? But a lot of people, they don't do the work, but they want the success. How can that be, right? You got to have the chicken before the egg, right? So this is Ray Chen. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it's helpful for all the people that are trying to make a sale out there. And again, like my video, subscribe to my channel. So that encourage me to make more helpful video to you guys, for you guys. And click on the bell icon. And if you have any question, make a comment. Okay? This is Ray Chen. Until next time.